The galaxy was quiet. Too quiet. For years, many planets lived in peace, trusting the Galactic Council to keep order. But now, a new danger had appeared. One so deadly that entire worlds were falling one by one. The enemy was called the Karath. They were strong, fast, and cruel. Their ships were covered in black armor, and their weapons could destroy a planet's surface in minutes. No one had seen anything like them before. The Galactic Council sent fleets to fight the Karath. Many alien species joined the battle, but nothing worked. The Karath were too strong. One by one, the defenders fell. Planets burned, and millions of lives were lost. In a small control room on the edge of a burning star system, a tired alien commander named Varn watched the battle through his screen. His green eyes were filled with worry. His people had already lost 3 planets. "We are losing too fast," Varn said quietly. "The Karath destroy everything in their path." Another officer, a tall alien with silver skin, looked at Varn and nodded. "Our weapons are weak against them. We must find help before it is too late." But who could help? The Galactic Council had many members, but some species refused to fight the Karath. Others were too afraid or too weak. Even the strongest fleets were losing. Then, suddenly, something strange happened. A signal appeared on the Council scanners. It was weak and old, but it was unlike any they had seen before. The signal was human. Humans. For a long time, many in the galaxy thought humans were just primitive. Their technology was old compared to other races. They did not join the Galactic Council's wars or politics. They stayed quiet in their corner of the galaxy. But now, a human ship was coming, fast and silent. Varn watched the signal carefully. Is it real? Is a human ship really coming to help us? The Council sent a message to the humans, but there was no reply. The signal only grew stronger. Suddenly, the human ship appeared near the burning system. It was unlike any other ship in the galaxy. It was large, but its design was simple. No flashy lights or strange shapes. Just a strong, solid ship built for war. The Karath noticed the human ship too. Their commanders laughed. Humans, the weak ones, they will fall easily like the others. But the aliens who saw the humans had no idea what was coming. The human ship moved quietly through the stars. It did not send messages or ask for permission. It only moved forward. Inside the ship, the humans were ready. They were calm and focused. No one smiled or talked much. They knew their mission was dangerous, but they were the deadliest warriors the galaxy had ever seen. Captain Sarah Kane stood on the bridge of the ship. Her short brown hair was tied back, and her sharp eyes looked at the stars. She did not care about the politics of the Galactic Council or the opinions of other aliens. She cared about one thing: protecting the innocent. "We don't ask for help. We don't make deals," Sarah said to her crew. "We fight. We survive. And we win." The crew nodded quietly. They were not afraid. They had trained for years for this moment. They knew the galaxy needed them. Back at the Galactic Council, Varn gathered the leaders of many alien races. "The humans have arrived. We don't know why or how, but we must hope they can save us." Some leaders were doubtful. Humans? They have never helped before. Why now? Varn looked at them with hope, because when the deadliest humans show up, things change. Suddenly, the Karath launched a surprise attack on the system where the humans had arrived. Their black ships filled the sky like a storm. Varn watched the battle unfold. The alien ships fired their lasers, but the Karath ships moved too fast. Then, something strange happened. The human ship did not shoot first. It waited. The Karath commander sent a message, laughing. "Humans, you are weak. Leave now, or be destroyed." The human captain replied with silence. The Karath fired. The human ship moved like lightning. It dodged every attack with skill no one had seen before. Then, with one powerful blast, it destroyed the lead Karath ship. The silence in the room was broken by gasps and shouts. "How did they do that?" an alien leader asked. Varn smiled slightly. "They are not weak. They are the deadliest." The humans did not stop. They attacked again and again. Each time, they destroyed Karath ships without hesitation. The other aliens watched in awe and fear. The humans were different. They did not waste time or energy. They fought with precision and strength. But the battle was not over. The Karath were angry. They would not give up so easily. They sent more ships, faster and stronger. The humans prepared for the next wave. Captain Sarah looked at her crew. This is only the beginning. And with that, the deadliest humans showed why the galaxy would never forget them. The stars shone cold and distant as the human ship moved steadily through the battle-scarred system. Silence filled the ship, but inside, every human was alert. They did not speak much, but their eyes told the story. They were ready for war. Captain Sarah Kane stood at the front, watching the enemy ships closing in fast. The Karath had no idea what was coming. Nearby, the alien allies stared at the human ship from their own vessels. They whispered in fear and wonder. Why are they so quiet? Why no warnings? No negotiations? The humans never answered. Their actions spoke louder than words. Suddenly, the Karath ships swarmed closer. Their black weapons glowed as they prepared to fire. The alien leaders braced for destruction. But the humans held back. They waited, patient, calm. Then, without warning, the human ship launched a small squadron of fighters. These fighters were faster and smaller than anything the galaxy had seen. They darted like shadows through enemy lines. The Karath were confused. What are these tiny ships? Why didn't the big ship attack first? The human fighters hit hard and fast. They struck the Karath ship's weak points and vanished before the enemy could react. The alien fleets cheered quietly. This was the first hope in many months. Captain Sarah watched the battle with sharp eyes. Keep pressure on them. Hit their supply ships. They can't fight if they have no fuel. Her crew moved with skill and speed. They were silent hunters. The Karath grew angry. They launched missiles and lasers, trying to destroy the small fighters. But the humans avoided every attack. On the bridge of the human ship, Lieutenant Mark spoke softly. Captain, the enemy fleet is regrouping. They're planning a counterattack. Sarah nodded. Good. Let them come. We'll be ready. Suddenly, an alarm sounded. Sensors showed a new threat. A giant Karath warship was moving fast toward them. The aliens watching gasped. The warship was massive, with armor stronger than anything seen before. We can't hold it alone, whispered Varn, the alien commander. The humans will be crushed. But Captain Sarah smiled. We don't fight alone. From the human ship, more fighters launched, and support beams from the main ship powered up. The humans were preparing for a battle that would decide the fate of the system. The giant warship opened fire. Its lasers burned the sky, destroying anything in their path. The human ship dodged and fired back, but this was a different fight. Slow, careful, deadly. As the battle raged, one of the alien leaders asked Varn, "What makes humans so different? Why do they fight like this?" Varn thought deeply. They don't fear death like we do. They fight because they must survive, no matter the cost. The human captain was no stranger to fear. She had seen death many times, but she also knew the strength of her crew. Hold the line, she shouted, for the innocent who cannot fight. The humans fought fiercely, their moves precise and deadly. Slowly, the giant warship began to weaken. The aliens held their breath. Then, with a final blast from the human ship's main cannon, the giant warship exploded in a cloud of fire and debris. Cheers erupted from the alien fleets. But the humans did not celebrate. They knew this was only the start. Captain Sarah turned to her crew. This victory is for those who lost their homes. We will not stop until the Karath are gone. The alien leaders were amazed. These humans did not boast or ask for thanks. They simply did what was needed. But the Karath were not finished. In the shadows of space, their commanders planned new attacks, darker and more dangerous. The question remained, could even the deadliest humans stop the coming storm? The victory over the giant Karath warship brought a brief moment of relief, but Captain Sarah Kane knew better. War was never over, not with an enemy like the Karath. Back on the human ship, the crew worked fast. Repairs, strategy, and preparing for what was next. Every second counted. Sarah stood by the command window, looking out into the blackness of space. Her eyes were sharp, scanning for any sign of trouble. Suddenly, the ship's alarm screamed, a warning flashing red across every screen. Enemy cloaked ships detected, shouted Lieutenant Mark. Cloaked ships, ships that could hide themselves from all scanners. The Karath had brought new weapons, and now the battle had become even more dangerous. Get us ready for close combat, Sarah ordered. The human crew moved with practiced speed. Every system powered up, every weapon prepared. Outside, the hidden enemy ships slid silently through space. They were ghosts, waiting to strike. Varn and his alien allies watched from their distant fleets, fear growing. If the Karath get close, we are lost, Varn said quietly. But the humans did not panic. Sarah gathered her officers. Cloaked or not, they will make a mistake. Watch the patterns. Predict their moves. We will find them. Her voice was calm but firm. The crew trusted her. The battle started again. Without warning, the cloaked ships attacked. Lasers and missiles tore through space, hitting the human ship's shields hard. The humans fought back fiercely, but the enemy vanished just as quickly, hiding again in the dark. The battle was like a deadly game of hide and seek. Captain, they are using hit-and-run tactics, Mark reported. We can't track them long enough to destroy them. Sarah clenched her fists. Then we changed the game. Use traps. Predict where they will strike next. Using their knowledge of enemy behavior, the humans set up zones of heavy fire and sensors. They waited. Hours passed. Then, one cloaked ship appeared in a trap. It was caught in a net of energy beams and sensors. Now, Sarah shouted. The human ship fired everything it had. The cloaked ship exploded in a shower of sparks. The aliens cheered again, but Sarah stayed focused. Good, but more will come. Varn looked at Sarah with respect. Your strategy is strong. Your people are fearless. Sarah nodded. We fight because we must. We don't give up. But the Karath were smart. They sent spies, saboteurs, even tricks designed to break the humans' will. One day, a message arrived on the human ship. Dark, cold, and full of threats. Humans, you do not belong here. Leave or all will die. Sarah read the message quietly. She turned to her crew. We don't leave. We stand and fight for every innocent life. The humans prepared for what was to come. And in the shadows of space, the Karath commanders planned their deadliest strike yet. The war was far from over. The warning from the Karath was clear and cold. They wanted the humans to leave or face total destruction. But Captain Sarah Kane and her crew were not afraid. They had seen too much pain and loss to run away now. In the days that followed, the humans prepared. The ship hummed with activity. Every soldier trained harder. Every weapon was tested. Sarah met with her officers. They want to break us with fear, but we will show them what humans can do when they fight for hope. Her words inspired the crew. But the Karath had other plans. One night, without warning, the Karath launched their deadliest strike. A massive fleet appeared from nowhere, faster and stronger than anything before. Explosions shook the human ship. Alarms blared everywhere. Sarah shouted orders. Defend the ship. Protect the fighters. Focus fire on the lead enemy. The humans moved like a well-oiled machine. Shields flared, weapons fired, and fighters swirled in battle. The battle was brutal. The Karath attacked from all sides, trying to overwhelm the humans. But the humans held strong. Lieutenant Mark reported, Captain, our shields are weakening. We need to hit them hard, or we won't last. Sarah took a deep breath. Prepare the main cannon. Target their command ship. The human ship charged its biggest weapon, a powerful beam that could cut through the toughest armor. With a roar, the beam fired, striking the enemy command ship directly. The command ship shuddered and exploded in a huge fireball. Without their leader, the Karath fleet faltered. The humans pushed forward, their fighters attacking relentlessly. Varn watched in awe. These humans, they fight not just with weapons, but with spirit. The aliens began to cheer, hope returning to their eyes. But Sarah knew this was not the end. The Karath would return, stronger and more dangerous. She looked at her crew. We have won this battle, but the war continues. Stay ready. As the human ship repaired and regrouped, dark clouds of war gathered on the horizon. The deadliest humans had shown up, and the galaxy would never be the same. After the fierce battle, the human ship floated in space, damaged but still alive. The crew worked quickly to fix the broken parts. Every moment was urgent. They knew the Karath would return. Captain Sarah Kane gathered her officers in the command room. We need a new plan. The Karath are relentless. We can't just wait for them to attack again. Lieutenant Mark nodded. We've seen their power, but maybe there's a way to surprise them. Sarah looked at the map of the system. There is one place the Karath don't expect. the ancient ruins on the nearby moon. We think there might be old technology there. If we can find it, it could change the war. Varn and the alien leaders agreed. The ruins were dangerous and full of traps, but if anyone could survive, it was the humans. A small team was formed. Sarah chose her best soldiers and technicians. They prepared to land on the moon and search the ruins. The journey was tense. The moon's surface was rough and silent. The ruins were dark, covered with strange symbols and broken machines. The team moved carefully, their flashlights cutting through the shadows. Suddenly, the ground shook. A hidden trap. Rocks fell from above, but the humans dodged just in time. "Stay alert," Sarah warned. "This place is alive with danger." Deep inside the ruins, the team found a strange device. Old, but still glowing faintly. Mark examined it closely. "This could be what we need. An ancient weapon. Maybe." Sarah smiled. "If we can get it working, the Karath won't know what hit them." They worked fast, repairing the device with the help of alien technology. The machine hummed to life, glowing brighter. But alarms blared suddenly. Outside, the Karath fleet appeared, ready to strike. "We have to hurry," Sarah said. With the device powered up, the team raced back to the ship. The humans fired the ancient weapon. A beam of energy so strong it cut through the Karath ships like paper. The enemy fleet panicked and fled. The humans cheered, but Sarah stayed focused. "This is just the beginning. We have a secret weapon now. Let's use it wisely." The battle had turned. The deadliest humans had a new edge. And the galaxy watched, waiting to see what they would do next. The ancient weapon had given the humans a powerful edge. The Karath fleet had retreated, but Captain Sarah Kane knew this was only temporary. She gathered her crew in the command room. "The Karath will come back, stronger and angrier. We need to prepare for their final attack." Lieutenant Mark nodded. "Our shields and weapons are ready, but we must stay sharp. They will try everything to win." Meanwhile, the alien allies sent urgent messages. Their worlds were under threat. If the Karath won here, they would take over everything. Sarah looked at the stars outside the window. "We fight not just for ourselves, but for all those who cannot fight." The human ship and the alien fleets formed a strong defense. Every fighter was ready. Every weapon was loaded. Days passed in tense silence. Then, one night, the Karath fleet returned, bigger than before, with new ships and terrible weapons. The battle was fierce and loud. Explosions lit up the dark space. Lasers crossed the void like lightning. The humans fought with everything they had. The ancient weapon fired again, destroying enemy ships one after another. But the Karath would not give up. A massive Karath dreadnought appeared. It was the largest ship anyone had ever seen, armored and deadly. It fired a blast that shook the human ship. Alarms screamed. Sarah shouted orders. "All fighters, target the dreadnought's weak points. We must stop it." The humans launched a desperate attack. Fighters swarmed around the giant ship, dodging fire and striking hard. The alien fleets joined the fight, pushing the Karath back. Sarah stood firm. "Hold the line. For our homes, for our future." After a long and brutal fight, the dreadnought finally exploded in a brilliant flash. The Karath fleet broke and fled. The humans and their allies cheered. The war was won. For now, but Sarah knew peace was fragile. "We survived because we fought together." The deadliest humans showed up when they were needed most, but the galaxy will always need us. The crew smiled, tired but proud. The story was far from over, but the humans had made their mark. They were the guardians of hope. The battle had ended, but the stars still held many dangers. Captain Sarah Kane stood on the bridge, her eyes steady and calm. Around her, the crew worked quietly, repairing, checking, preparing. The galaxy had seen the strength of the humans, the deadliest warriors who came when no one else could. News spread fast, across distant worlds. Aliens whispered stories of the humans' courage and power. But peace was fragile. Varn, the alien leader, came to Sarah. "Your people are more than fighters. You are protectors. The galaxy needs you." Sarah nodded. "We fight not for glory, but for survival. For all who call this galaxy home." The humans and their allies formed a new alliance, a force to keep the galaxy safe from threats like the Karath. Sarah smiled as her ship jumped into hyperspace. They would face more dangers, more battles, But they would never back down. Because when the deadliest humans show up, the galaxy can rest a little easier. And the stars will always remember the day humanity saved the day.